Under the stillness of a midnight highway, a sound breaks the silence. Deep, raw, and alive. It's not just an engine, it's a heartbeat. The unmistakable rumble of the Corvette C5 LS1. And today, on Motor Axis, we dive into the machine that redefined American performance. A car that didn't just move fast, it moved hearts. When Chevrolet introduced the C5 Corvette in 1997, it wasn't just another update, it was a revolution. After years of anticipation and experimentation, the C5 was born as a completely new beast, a car built from the ground up to bring Corvette into the modern age. Under that sleek fiberglass body sat the LS1 engine, a 5.7-liter small-block V8 that would go on to become legendary. 345 horsepower, 350 pound-feet of torque, and a sound that could wake the dead. The LS1 wasn't just about brute force, it was about evolution. It was the first all-aluminum small-block V8 in Corvette history. Lighter and stronger than anything that came before. It made the C5 faster, more balanced, and more agile. For the first time ever, Corvette engineers moved the transmission to the back of the car, creating a near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution. The result? A sports car that could finally corner like the Europeans, but still roar like America. The C5 wasn't just quick in a straight line. It could dance through curves, carve mountain roads, and dominate racetracks without breaking a sweat. Behind the wheel, everything changed. The C5 sat low, long, and purposeful. When you fired up that LS1, the cabin filled with a deep rumble that wasn't just sound, it was presence. Every vibration, every pulse of the engine felt like a direct connection to the road beneath you. 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds, a top speed north of 170 miles per hour, and handling so sharp, it surprised even the critics who once mocked American sports cars. This was no longer a muscle car pretending to be a racer. It was a true performance machine. But what made the LS1 engine so special wasn't just its specs, it was its soul. It became the foundation for an entire generation of power. Tuners, racers, and builders all fell in love with its simplicity, reliability, and tuning potential. It was the start of the LS revolution, an engine family that would dominate performance builds for decades to come. You could strip it down, modify it, or boost it, and it kept coming back for more. That's what made the LS1 unforgettable. It was a perfect balance between power, precision, and personality. The design of the C5 also spoke a new language. Longer, wider, and sleeker than its predecessor, it looked like a jet waiting to take off. The pop-up headlights gave it that nostalgic flair, while the aerodynamic body helped it cut through the air like a blade. It wasn't just built to perform, it was built to look fast, even when standing still. Inside, the C5 wasn't luxurious by today's standards, but it didn't need to be. It was built for the driver, focused, simple, and purposeful. The cockpit wrapped around you like a fighter jet, with every gauge angled toward command. You didn't just drive this car, you felt it. Every rev, every shift, every heartbeat of that LS1 reminded you why driving used to be pure emotion. Over the years, the C5 LS1 has earned a permanent spot in automotive history. It proved that the American V8 could evolve, that muscle could meet modernity. It was the car that brought the Corvette name roaring back into global respect. Whether tearing up tracks or cruising open highways, the C5 carried one message. The soul of performance still lives in gasoline and grit. And even today, more than 2 decades later, the LS1's rumble still turns heads. Not because it's the loudest or the newest, but because it's real. It's a mechanical heartbeat in a world growing silent. As the automotive world moves toward electric power and digital silence, the C5 LS1 remains a symbol of what driving used to mean. A raw, untamed experience built on sound, motion, and emotion. It's not just a car, it's a memory of freedom, cast in aluminum, fiberglass, and fire. Because when you start a Corvette C5